welcome you all in BBA and MBA Guide by Samaya Hamid. Today is the 9th lecture about management. The topic for today is current issues in organizational culture. Nordstrom, the specialty retail chain, is renowned for its attention to customers. Nike's innovations in athletic shoe and apparel technology are legendary. Tom's of Maine is known for its commitment to doing things ethically and spiritually. How have these organizations achieved such reputations? Their organizational cultures have played a crucial role. Let's look at 3 current cultural issues: creating an innovative culture, creating a customer-responsive culture, and nurturing workplace spirituality. Creating an innovative culture. You may not recognize IDEO's name, but you've probably used a number of its products. As a product design firm, it takes the ideas that corporations bring it and turns those ideas into reality. Some of its creations range from the first commercial mouse, for Apple, to the first stand-up toothpaste tube, for Procter & Gamble, to the handheld personal organizer, for Palm, to the Contour USB glucose meter, for Bayer AG. It's critical that IDEO's culture support creativity and innovation. And you might actually own and use products from another well-known innovative organization, Apple. From its founding in 1976 to today, Apple has been on the forefront of product design and development. They've brought us Mac, iPod, iTunes, iPhone, and the iPad tablet device that is changing the way you read materials such as this textbook. Although both these companies are in industries where innovation is critical to success, the fact is that any successful organization needs a culture that supports innovation. How important is culture to innovation? In a recent survey of senior executives, over half said that the most important driver of innovation for companies was a supportive corporate culture. What does an innovative culture look like? According to Swedish researcher Goran Ekvall, it would be characterized by the following. Challenge and involvement. Are employees involved in, motivated by, and committed to long-term goals and success of the organization? Freedom. Can employees independently define their work, exercise discretion, and take initiative in their day-to-day activities? Trust and openness. Are employees supportive and respectful to each other? Idea time. Do individuals have time to elaborate on new ideas before taking action? Playfulness, humor. Is the workplace spontaneous and fun? Conflict resolution. Do individuals make decisions and resolve issues based on the good of the organization versus personal interest? Debates. Are employees allowed to express opinions and put forth ideas for consideration and review? Risk-taking. Do managers tolerate uncertainty and ambiguity, and are employees rewarded for taking risks? Creating a customer-responsive culture. Harrah's Entertainment, the world's largest gaming company, is fanatical about customer service and for good reason. Company research showed that customers who were satisfied with the service they received at a Harrah's casino increased their gaming expenditures by 10%, and those who were extremely satisfied increased their gaming expenditures by 24%. When customer service translates into these types of results, of course managers would want to create a customer-responsive culture. What does a customer-responsive culture look like? This table describes 5 characteristics of customer-responsive cultures and offers suggestions as to what managers can do to create that type of culture.
Type of employee. That means hire people with personalities and attitudes consistent with customer service. Friendly, attentive, enthusiastic, patient, good listening skills. Type of job environment includes design jobs, so employees have as much control as possible to satisfy customers, without rigid rules and procedures. Empowerment is about to give service contact employees the discretion to make day-to-day decisions on job-related activities. Role clarity, which reduce uncertainty about what service contact employees can and cannot do by continual training on product knowledge, listening, and other behavioral skills. Consistent desire to satisfy and delight customers by clarify organization's commitment to doing whatever it takes, even if it's outside an employee's normal job requirements.
Spirituality and organizational culture. What do Southwest Airlines, Chick-fil-A, Ford, Xerox, Timberland, and Hewlett-Packard have in common? They are among a growing number of organizations that have embraced workplace spirituality. What is workplace spirituality? It's a culture in which organizational values promote a sense of purpose through meaningful work taking place in the context of community. Organizations with a spiritual culture recognize that people have a mind and a spirit, seek to find meaning and purpose in their work, and desire to connect with other human beings and be part of a community. And such desires aren't limited to workplaces, as a recent study showed that college students also are searching for meaning and purpose in life. Workplace spirituality seems to be important now for a number of reasons. Employees are looking for ways to cope with the stresses and pressures of a turbulent pace of life. Contemporary lifestyles, single-parent families, geographic mobility, temporary jobs, technologies that create distance between people underscore the lack of community that many people feel. As humans, we crave involvement and connection. In addition, as baby boomers navigate midlife issues, they are looking for something meaningful, something beyond the job. Others wish to integrate their personal life values with their professional lives. For others, formalized religion hasn't worked and they continue to look for anchors to replace a lack of faith and to fill a growing sense of emptiness. What type of culture can do all these things? What differentiates spiritual organizations from their non-spiritual counterparts? Research shows that spiritual organizations tend to have 5 cultural characteristics. 1. Strong sense of purpose. Spiritual organizations build their cultures around a meaningful purpose. While profits are important, they're not the primary values of the organization. For instance, Timberland's slogan is Boots, Brand, Belief, which embodies the company's intent to use its resources, energy, and profits as a publicly traded footwear and apparel company to combat social ills, help the environment, and improve conditions for laborers around the globe, and to create a more productive, efficient, loyal, and committed employee base. 2. Focus on individual development. Spiritual organizations recognize the worth and value of individuals. They aren't just providing jobs, they seek to create cultures in which employees can continually grow and learn. 3. Trust and openness. Spiritual organizations are characterized by mutual trust, honesty, and openness. Managers aren't afraid to admit mistakes. And they tend to be extremely upfront with employees, customers, and suppliers. Trust and openness. Spiritual organizations are characterized by mutual trust, honesty, and openness. Managers aren't afraid to admit mistakes. And they tend to be extremely upfront with employees, customers, and suppliers. 4. Employee empowerment. Managers trust employees to make thoughtful and conscientious decisions. For instance, at Southwest Airlines, employees, including flight attendants, baggage handlers, gate agents, and customer service representatives, are encouraged to take whatever action they deem necessary to meet customer needs or help fellow workers, even if it means going against company policies. 5. Toleration of employee expression. The final characteristic that differentiates spiritually based organizations is that they don't stifle employee emotions. They allow people to be themselves, to express their moods and feelings without guilt or fear of reprimand. Critics of the spirituality movement have focused on 2 issues: legitimacy, do organizations have the right to impose spiritual values on their employees, and economics, are spirituality and profits compatible? An emphasis on spirituality clearly has the potential to make some employees uneasy. Critics might argue that secular institutions, especially businesses, have no business imposing spiritual values on employees. This criticism is probably valid when spirituality is defined as bringing religion into the workplace. However, it's less valid when the goal is helping employees find meaning in their work. If concerns about today's lifestyles and pressures truly characterize a growing number of workers, then maybe it is time for organizations to help employees find meaning and purpose in their work and to use the workplace to create a sense of community. The issue of whether spirituality and profits are compatible is certainly important. Limited evidence suggests that the two may be compatible. One study found that companies that introduced spiritually based techniques improved productivity and significantly reduced turnover. Another found that organizations that provided their employees with opportunities for spiritual development outperformed those that didn't. Others reported that spirituality in organizations was positively related to creativity, ethics, employee satisfaction, job involvement, team performance, and organizational commitment. This is all about today's lecture. Hope you find this video useful. If you find any query, you can ask by commenting below. Please share this video with your friends and fellows. And don't forget to like and subscribe the channel.